فشخيخ فشخوخ، مفشخين مفشوخين، احنا فشيخة كبيرة، خشخوش مفشوخ فشيخة. من النقاط اللي أنا أبغى أتكلم فيها الآن عن الفشيخة الكبيرة، مفشوخين. اغتصاب الحقوق في أرضنا، أرض الميعاد. The Holy Land is occupied by those so-called Israelis. Is an occupation and establishment of Gog and Magog. We all are sad for what's happening to our brothers and sisters, the Palestinians, the natives of the Holy Land. Either they want to call themselves Ishmaelite, Arabs, Muslims. They can choose the name that they want to choose to themselves. The issue here is the Gohemic establishment need a lot of explanation to the whole world. This is a satanic, Gohemic, unbelievable. It's by itself, it's an anti-Semite establishment. It's a terrible anti-Semite, because those who are behind it got nothing to do even with the Israeli race, and have nothing to do with the Yahudian faith. No matter they will try to prove that what I am saying is not the truth. They absolutely got nothing to do with the Israeli race, and absolutely have nothing to do with the Yahudian faith. Now, you will deal with a lot of, among them and others, who are childish, arrogant and ignorant, childish mentality. They have a childish mentality. You go and you talk to them, and as I even one of them have commented in my channel, and I even knew about him even before he uploaded this comments. They come and they say Yahudi have started everything. The Jews started everything. The religion and God and everything, even in the Quran, is mentioned the God of the Jews. So we started everything. He think that the wild beast and this satanic taghut that they worship is Allah. Okay? They can choose the term that Yahweh, Ilahum. This is different. They think that this satanic taghut is God, the wild beast, the God that is explained in the Talmud. This have nothing to do with Moses' God, again and again. Have nothing to do with Daniel God, with Noah God, the God of existence. It have something to do with the devil. But if you go and talk to them, even with the so-called Christian, who is Muhammad, they would say. And who are you? Arab, those who you speaking as people who speak Arabic as a mother tongue, coming again, trying to explain to the Jews why they even call themselves Jews. I mean, Netanyahu, why he want to call himself Jew? This is the point. I need you to understand this. I need you to understand this so that you would. I understand. Totally, I understand that Satan's slave will be angry, absolutely outrageous, absolutely angry what I am saying, because I am saying the truth that exposes them. The Gohem groups, the authentic Gohemic group, which got nothing to do with the Israelites. Of course, if you go to someone, if I am, for example, in Buckingham and I'm stealing, imagine if I am relating myself and I'm saying I'm a Windsor. The royal family here, the respectable royal family is called Windsor. Imagine if I say I am the real Windsor. Get out. Get out, Elizabeth. And I am a bad person. And I know that I am not from the Windsor. And I'm saying that I represent the British English church that was established by Henry VIII. Imagine if I am doing like this. Imagine if I am doing like this. Which means that I'm a terrible person. And I am backed up by Gog and Magog, whatever, by satanic dark groups, whether they like it or not. If the Queen came to me and said, "What are you doing here? Get out. It's not your mansion, it's mine. I have inherited from my ancestor. Prince Harry, William, for example, or whatever, Harry or Charles." I would say, "No, who are you to question me? We are the Windsor." Regardless, now I need to give more scenarios. Imagine if the Windsor changed their name to Islamic, British, whatever. And I came by the name of Windsor. Windsor, for example, the grandfather, or the George himself. Regardless, you can put the shape of scenario that will make you understand my example. Why I'm explaining this, I'll come to you. Because this explains about the future of humanity in this world and in the hereafter. The so-called Israeli state is behind, as a factor, behind a lot of trouble trouble made and created in Middle East. A lot, since decades. It's a terrible establishment. It's a dark establishment. I am not here trying to come and have an argue with a Gohem who call himself, who is an anti-Jewishian faith, who is anti-Moses, who is anti-Solomon, who is anti-David, who is anti-the Messiah, of course, definitely, who are expecting the Antichrist, who is working against the teaching of God. He is an enemy of the servant of God. I have no time to explain to these people. I mean, time. Now this is time will explain to them if they are alive at that time. Do you get my point? They said Jewish started with us, with the Israelis. The Christian are about Messiah, and Muslim are about Muhammad. No, they don't understand. They don't understand that it's an Islamic line of prophets and messenger. Even before Jacob, peace be upon him, my grandfather, not their grandfather. Their grandfather, they are the children of the devil. I'm not saying all. There is a wonderful anti-Zionist Jews who are just great, just wonderful, just respectable, and they are always accused of many terrible accusation, and there is a lot blamed as well by the real anti-Semist, and they are questions, and they are terrible. Check the videos and you will see. I mean, YouTube can provide you with a lot of things. Now, I have started something. Now I'm gonna go to the second point. The second point is that these Hachams who are walking with the so-called Zionist movement, I am here granting them an advice. I am here explaining to them about the future. Definitely they might not see it in their lifetime, the old ones among them. God knows what they do when they're alone. تعدون كل حدود الله. Regardless. أنا ما أبغى أدخل بالتفاصيل دي عموما. What I'm trying to say, this is an advice. The Fehra, the Reich in Germany, let's change the term. Fehra, satanic taghut. Adolf Hitler became, definitely while he's alive, Satan by him established, I'm not saying, and now I'm not talking about the Nazis and those who, no. Adolf Hitler, Satan have reformed and created a satanic taghut while he's alive. And everyone is giving a salute. My Führer. It's almost like he's the Messiah. And he himself said that he saw Satan. And I'm not questioning this. Definitely he saw some satanic taghut. Definitely those who are in power, especially at that time, changing history, they see unbelievable things. I'm myself dealing with it in a certain level, but I'm not, inshallah, from the bad. I'm here the good guy. I'm giving you advice. So, did you understand me? This so-called Zionist movement that worked and helped in creating, by the satanic monitoring it, the Holocaust and things like that. This line, I'm not going to say even something bigger than the so-called Zionists. Let's call it satanic. Regardless. Now the Chachams are a small group like this. Can you see my hand? They are a small group like this. See the small group? Do you see it? That's them. Do you see them? That's them. Do you see this is white? That's them. Now they are used, but at the end, something will do like this to them. I'm not giving you an advice. This machine, this dark machine, need to legitimize what they are doing against Islam, the group that is making accurate, perfect submission. They need to legitimize establishing a Jehudian state. They use who? They cannot use just the Jews want to go there. No, it's not enough. They need those as a center of pushing their activity. This dark machine. There is a Hachams, monks talking to the politicians, talking to that person who came to the Netanyahu and said the Messiah is coming soon. The so-called Christian, the Jews have granted God gave the Jews the Holy Land. They don't understand anything about the Messiah that he related himself to in America and other part of the world. And the Yahudian faith, with time, the Jewish faith, with time, those who are relating themselves, the machine, this group that is related to, become dirty, become terrible and terrible with time. Look at those in Sheikh Jarrah neighbor. These people have been kicked from 1967 and before. And for decades they lived in these houses. And now they just want to kick them out. They have no human or mercy on them. Who's behind it? It's not the secular state. There is Chacham who want to walk tomorrow. I cannot explain how rotten and dark machine, and how rotten this group that the dark machine is depending on. Now I'm not yet, the advice is not there. This big dark machine, listen to me, this dark machine is using you. You wake up khashkhush bakhashish, from the real Israelite to you Gohem, who insist calling yourself Jew. Once they fulfilled, the devil, Satan, I understand the atheists do not believe in this. Satan, once he fulfilled what he want, who have access to all human soul, either they want to notice him or not. Oh, I notice him. Oh yeah. You do not want to believe this. This is your issue. Now we're talking to those who are religious. Now, once he achieved what he wants, making you convinced that he is God through a taghut, the manipulation, and push you with this possessment. Once he fulfilled what he wants, once he destroyed the reputation of Muhammad, and once the reformation that the human need to do to reform the light again and make the Islamic submission glorified way and good way, no chance of it. He achieved what he want. Do you know what will happen to you? Do you know what he will do to the Jews? Do you know what he will do to the Hacham, Khashakhish, Bafashuh? Worse than what you did to the Muslim leaders, call them sheikhs, monks in Syria, in the Ishmaelian territory, and even in Iraq, or other parts of the world, or Igor or Rohingya. Worse. He will do worse. Satan, as much he hate you, and as much you come close to him and show him respect or fall on what he wants you to fall, and didn't think that he will love, he hates you more. And by his hate, it's almost like money or something in his hand. He hates you, and him by being disgusted with you, this grant him something before Allah. Look at them. He don't understand how much he's angry. Maybe other human as well angry from each other. Okay, we don't understand, but his anger is unbelievable. Definitely those who are atheists cannot see him. Those who call themselves Christian, the so-called Christian, those who call themselves Buddhists and Hindus, think that this is God. This is not. This is certain secondary things, powers that is achieved. I don't care if you believe or not. Now I'm focusing and I'm searching to those Hacham, Khashakhish, Bakhashush. Now this is. Did I give you the advice? Or definitely you will say, doesn't know anything about religion. We came back to our holy land. It's all prophesied. We are Ashkenazi, Paziza, Martinian, and Russian flash are descended from Iranian Swan, or Shakhanim Bish, Fakhshuch, Mafshukhin, Fashachona, Khashakhish, Fashikha Kabira. This is another story. With time, this is the future of your coming generation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have explained to the Muslims, and here by Muhammad have explained the time from Muhammad until the return of the real Messiah, our Messiah, Isa the son of Virgin Mary, not the Antichrist that the people of cross relating themselves to, the Antichrist, the enemy of Isa. No, okay, the enemy of Isa, or the father and son. Fart, that's you, fart. Fart is something good in comparison to you. Shh. Please don't delete my video. I have the right to be angry. I'm sad for them. I'm sad for the Muslims. Muslims, Muslim and other Palestinians there. I am sad for them, as I am sad for myself. From you, you're a big factor causing this problem. Now, let's go to point number 3. Point number 3 is the following. He spoke to me from the dead. Now, this is point number 3. Point number 1 and point number 2, oh yeah, don't question me. Now this is point number 3. What is point number 3, Tariq? Point number 3 is not important. You have the right to even I don't want to explain it, but I'm you have the right to even delete it, not the YouTube, to just take it away and not even listen to it. But it's fact. But I accept if you don't. He talked to me from the dead. A great Chacham who is dead, who have something to do with the so-called Israeli state. He is begging you. He is begging you. That's it. The man is begging you. He's begging you. He's begging you. Every single act of what you're doing right now, every single act of what you're doing now, every single act of what you're doing there in the Holy Land is not recorded on you when it's come to the hereafter. Hellfire, judgment, pain. Oh, terrible. You will be maybe worse than him. No, you will be at the same level or worse, maybe different. Depend on what you're doing, but he have established something. I'm not talking here. I'm not talking also about what will happen to you in the long term, destruction of planet Earth. Now, I'm here explaining only about him. He's begging you. He don't care about you. Every single act or decision you're doing as Yehudian, calling yourself Yehudian or Jew, trust me, it is the same. You're doing in the Holy Land, it will add a bountiful punishment on his record. Do you understand me? So he is begging you to help in lowering the painful punishment on him. I'm not going to explain any furthermore. Nothing. I am giving him what is أمن عليه خسأ ما بيني وبين شيء خسأ. So I'm explaining to you. Again, finally, the anti-Zionist Jews are wonderful people. They are bringing the wrath of God on themselves. This is fact. But we as Muslim, submitted, and me as an Israelite, the Muslim, we have no difference. I salute them and I respect them. This is something between you and God. And Islam is tolerance. You can worship shit itself and come and call yourself Jew. Fine. Islam is tolerant. Be Jizya and you're fine. You don't want to believe on the real Messiah, Isa. It's your choice. It's your choice. You want to consider Muhammad as a liar. He's not a messenger, but he's a good man. Maybe he's the only way for him to create something good in the terrible environment in the Arabian Peninsula, which was better than other parts of the world, definitely. Oh, many other parts of the world at that time, 14th century before. If the world is good right now, it would be bad if Muhammad was not there. If the world is bad right now, it would be worse if Muhammad is not there. That's fact. I'm not defending. I respect you and I salute you. You're not bringing any wrath on others. This is something between you and your God. And you as a group are better from other groups that are committing a crime, like the so-called Christians, eating pork and pigs and making crusade and helping the Gog and Magog, helping what they are doing. Look what happened to me. They destroyed my bride. The so-called Christians no, I'm not talking about those who I'm visiting in the church, and it's not your business to go and tell them. I show respect to the people who show me respect. If they do not show me respect, I back off and I leave them, unless if they search for problems. This is another story. Now, I'm not talking about me physically. There is other solution for the people. Oh my God, in my case is a lot. Before I come in here, just leave me alone. Leave me. I'm tired, and I am enjoying what I am. Now, this is not about me. I'm just saying to you. This is an advice, and show respect to those among you who are dead, and at the end, you and them will be in hellfire. I'm talking to the so-called Zionists. The anti-Zionist Jews, I salute you and I respect you, and you are the people of the book. And unfortunately, there is a question mark on what you're doing, but you are wonderful and angels in comparison to other groups. Go to the so-called Hindus and the so-called Buddhists. This is not a hate speak. This is the result of your hate against me. Compare them to the so-called Shia, the anti-Zionist Jew. I salute them, the anti-Zionist Jew, and I show them respect. And I will say, okay, you want to call yourself Jew? Then you're the Jew and you're the people of the book. I'm not going to take in. They know everything, the facts of the Quran, I know. But they are people of conscience. Not like you, he or her, who have problem with the anti-Zionist Jew because they are saying the truth. So, do you understand me? So I am not here against the teaching itself. No, I'm just talking about those. This Hacham is one of the main so-called Zionist Hachams. Help him if you care. I know you don't give a fuck. But I just need to explain. Please, YouTube, don't delete my video. Thank you.